Hello and welcome to my channel, my space to journal my days, to reflect and be thankful. My journey is an ordinary girl, one in a million in this so ordinary world, but aiming for the extraordinary. My thoughts for today, a new page I now create. Welcome to Slim's Diary.
Stop that car. Stop. Dear Diary, I had a James Bond kind of day the other day. Remember the situations in movies where you're driving down the road and minding your own business, and then suddenly you notice you're being followed and could potentially be boxed into a corner, and well, basically anything could happen. I mean, you've got loads of bad endings that could ensue from that. I had such a moment the other day and I was scared shitless. Life isn't great just now, but I don't want it to end. Neither do I want it to be any worse than it is already. Let me backtrack a little bit. The first eventful thing that happened this week was on Tuesday. So, JJ took the kids to school as usual. For some reason, the morning was very laid back as they started off early, so had a bit of time and didn't have to rush off as is a norm. But as you would have it, they got stuck in an unusual kind of traffic and were on the verge of being extremely late. Really late to school. So JJ stepped hard on the gas once he got into town in order to try and make up for lost time, forgetting that there were speed restrictions on that road. And boom, oh, there was traffic police round the bend. And he got pulled over. Why were you going at 43 miles per hour on a 30-mile road? The police asked. Good question. The kids were running late for school, so I decided to step on it, he said. I'm trying to mimic his voice. Well, you're going to be very late now, said the police officer with a smirk. And that was it. He finally pulled back onto the road almost half an hour later with a fine. He nearly also got points on his license. In addition to that, if not that God decided to be merciful. I had little sympathy for him when he called later to tell me what had happened. Because they had so much time that morning, so much time, and really could have left way earlier. They could have left much earlier and avoided all of that hassle and all of that drama and the fine that we now have to pay. But we move on. 3 days later, this is on Friday, JJ came home in so much pain. His shoulder, which he hurt a while ago from a bike accident, just suddenly started throbbing, started acting up, and he could hardly move his left arm. He couldn't find any comfortable position for it. It hurt in every way, in any and every position. So he had an early night. He had a quick dinner and then went off to bed. I stayed up doing some stuff on the computer and searching for jobs. I was long at it. It was now way past midnight and I was tired and ready for bed. Now, just as I started to pack up and head up to bed, JJ comes down holding his arm and wincing in so much pain. He'd not been able to sleep a wink. What do we do? I knew what we had to do. I knew what he wanted to do. But no, I didn't want to do that. Call me selfish, but it was raining cats and dogs outside, and I was very tired and sleepy. I didn't want to go out at that time of night. But as a loving wife and friend, I helped him get into a shirt and a pair of shoes, then drove our sorry selves to the hospital. For a Friday night, the accident in the emergency unit was unusually quiet, and I was really grateful for that because it meant less time. Because you could usually be there for hours before being attended to. But I guess the scare of the pandemic was very much in everyone's minds, making everyone well behaved and not getting into any accidents. I wasn't allowed to stay with him, and he couldn't say how long it was going to be, so I had to leave. Option was to wait in the car or go home. I decided to go back home since it wasn't very far anyway. The rain had subsided by now, but I was still very tired and very sleepy. So I was driving slowly, not too slow. It was a 30-mile road anyway, so I couldn't really step on it. The roads were quiet at that time of the night, which is good. This was almost 2 a.m. So here I was, slowly but surely driving home. Now here comes the now funny but then scary bit. But just as I got to the last major roundabout before turning into our street, I noticed it was being followed by a car. Strange. I turned into a street and the car turned in as well. Very strange. I couldn't see any markings on the car, so I started to panic. Really panic. Oh, one sec, Dari. I need to give JJ his medication. I'll be right back.